Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is at around 37 cents, guys, but Bitcoin went to about, what was it, 26.5k, guys, and now it's crashing back down. Wow, crazy, right? I mean, it did go from, what was it, 20k to 26.5k in just a couple of days and whatnot, guys. So of course it needs to cool off, but the reason being is because breaking US inflation falls to 6%. Previous, if I'm not mistaken, was 6.4%, guys. Now it went lower, right? Well, we do know inflation is sky high, to say the least. These are all manipulated, guys, right? At the end of the day, these numbers and whatnot, manipulated data. But this is very good because what does this tell us? Perhaps the Fed will be more or less hawkish, right? Less hawkish and more dovish. So let's wait and see. Perhaps will we see a interest rate hike here soon? Or will they pause it maybe? Who knows, guys? This month will get confirmed by the Federal Reserve about my timeline and whatnot, my master timeline, right? Now, another reason is because of this right here. CZ hasn't even started deploying funds yet, right? Is this truly the case, folks? Now, when I looked at the wallet, it has right now 970 million BUSD, right? So that is fascinating. If this is the case, that's crazy, guys. That still means there's probably more pumping left on the table, right? But a lot of people did front run this news. As you guys can see, another thing right here, USDT, $1 billion USDT minted at Tether Treasury earlier in the morning, guys. Of course it was, right? At this point, it's safe to say Tether equaled the Federal Reserve. Again, Tether will go down at the same damn time as the implosion of the current financial system, right? Now, since we talked about all that stuff, guys, this video isn't financial advice, but today we have a lot, literally a lot to talk about from different topics and whatnot, guys. Now, guys, there's another fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting, but I'm going to tie it all together for you guys. If you guys can leave a like, I really appreciate it as well. From David Schwartz. This is crazy, guys. How many times have we seen David Schwartz talk about a quote-unquote switch to be flipped? You can't turn it off, but you can turn it more on. What do we see right here, guys? On and on. Is that a question mark right there? On? Question mark? If we go down here, again, a lot of people are talking about finally, right? Once you flip that switch, there's no going back.
Crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the network could one-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough.
Flip that switch. Again, they all talk about this terminology, guys, right? Flipping that quote-unquote switch or whatnot, basically overnight, right? Why? Because they know what's upcoming, perhaps. They know what's upcoming. You can't turn the XRPL off, but you can turn it off. You could turn it more on, meaning the XRP ledger is running already, but once they flip the switch, it will truly be more on. Wow. Interesting observation, right, guys? Interesting.
You have a switch that you can flip whenever you're ready to handle real money.
They all state the same damn thing, guys, right? Flipping that switch. Why? Brad Garlinghouse literally stated it, as well as David Schwartz so many times. This means we can't turn off the old monetary system yet, but we can run the new one in parallel, federated sidechain, or that's already on. Again, there's a lot of different things happening, guys. You know what's even more crazy though? Check this out. The countdown is on. A countdown, by the way. The ISO 222 migration weekend is upon us. 72 hours in which history will be made. Right? Notes. DPS with regard to the switch to ISO in Europe, Canada, Australia, and at Swift. Basically, on the weekend of 18-19th March, right? Overnight, once again. Now, this is crazy, guys. I'm not saying the flip of the switch will occur here in a few days. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's so fascinating why they all talk about a quote-unquote switch, right? Why, though? I believe this is why, guys. It's because it will be flipped at one point in time, right? But the question is when. And I believe it will be at the same time the current financial system goes down, right? And then they implement or bring in the new financial system, which is fascinating. And by the way, I don't believe XRP price will moon here soon because of ISO. They're going to most likely manipulate the prices and whatnot, guys, and wait for the flip of the switch, as you guys can literally see right there, right? When the time is right, basically. from Ash Go Blue, or you could just unlock the door using 4-digit key that they texted you with, right? I'm not saying anything, but where else have we heard the 4-digit, right? In the XRP community, obviously with XRP's price. I'm not saying anything, folks, but I'm just here to connect the dots and whatnot. This isn't financial advice, but this is just my observation, right? Observation and whatnot, guys. Observations. Now, from Cant Space. Now, when we're talking about ISO, right? Swift, what do we see right here? We have got 3 new likes from Mr. Pool, right? Mr. Pool liked Swift right here this week, which we'll talk about in just a bit. XRP weekly update, Wednesday, huge on. And then sometimes we miss here at Starbase. Right? Now, if you go back here, exciting news. Our CBDC sandbox tests with 18 central and commercial banks showed clear value in our solution to enable interoperability with CBDC networks and existing payments for exporter payments, right? Which would be this right here, guys. Now, if you go down here, you know what's even crazier? We're going to connect the dots with Ripple and XRP. Ties in with Swift. Building the internet of value, enabling the world to move value the way information moves today, right? Trust it every instant. Swift is the way the world moves value. Wow. We do this every single instant of every single day, right across the world. Interesting. We go down here. A lot of people are talking about XRP. They are speaking about ISO 272 coins here in this article, and especially XRP, with all participants globally that are a part of Project Sandbox. Like Rosie Rio said, the quote-unquote, the writing is on the wall. The train has left the station. Exactly, folks, right? Again, you have to read in between the lines, and obviously in the article. We go down here. Listen to this, guys. This is so crazy. Wait a moment. What? I just did a little investigation, and all the banks that are mentioned in this article are in direct partnership with Ripple or are connected with Ripple via bank tech providers like Finastra. Just got goosebumps finding about this. Whoa. All the banks that are mentioned in this article are in direct partnership with Ripple. What? Or obviously are connected with Ripple via bank tech providers. Again, it's all about the damn banks, right? We're just seeing the bank runs occur. Don't forget, guys. So if it's all about the damn banks, right? And obviously ties in with what? Ripple. And obviously Ripple ties in with XRP. What do we see right here? Remember, the switch will be flipped at one point in time. We'll talk about this article just in a little bit, but first, remember this, guys, from the Riddler's point of view. So it will begin in Europe. I've been told. Time will tell. National emergency level liquidity crisis in Europe. Insolvent banks everywhere, especially in Europe. Again, insolvent banks, guys. Remember, Mr. Poole did state EU not safe, right? US not safe. The United States and the European Union equal not safe, folks, right? Because possibly banks are going down. All types of stuff are happening at that point in time, right? ODL is required now. I don't think they will hold much longer. Gold will fall, then rise high. The last manipulation of gold market will occur. Time will tell. Again, this is why I'm going to buy gold right before the collapse, folks. A little bit of it at least, right? Try to get into it, guys. And see what happens, because I do believe gold, precious metals will skyrocket like no tomorrow, with obviously XRP and certain other crypto assets, right? Now, and remember, when the implosion of the current financial system takes place, money doesn't just go to money heaven, as Gregory Mannarino does state. It doesn't just die, guys, right? What happens to money? It flows to different aspects of the market. So if cryptocurrency is still there at that point in time, and they need a savior, which will be XRP and some other digital assets, especially I believe that XRP, the heart of the new financial system, where will the money flow towards? You guessed it, maybe that's when the flip of the switch takes place, which is quite fascinating to think about. And by the way, this all connects with flipping that switch. I remember when Mr. Poole tweeted at one point that executive order 14,000 something, I forgot the exact number, guys, right? The exact order, but CBDCs are maybe quote-unquote dystopian, perhaps. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. But successful testing paves way for CBDC use cross-border, as you guys can see right here. We go down. Central and commercial banks see quote-unquote clear potential and value in Swift's pioneering CBDC interoperability solution following successful testing in a sandbox environment. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, guys, here very shortly. Listen to this. Basically, CBDCs are clearly gaining momentum. Of course they are, but as central banks around the world continue to explore the potential use of central bank-backed digital money in their local markets, how can we ensure that the evolving global payments landscape can continue to seamlessly interoperate regardless of the form value takes. And then enabling interoperability alongside emerging innovations is a key focus for us at Swift and a key challenge for the financial industry as digital currencies develop. According to Atlantic Council, more than 110 countries are currently exploring a CBDC, and a recent survey shows that almost a quarter are expecting, look at this guys, expecting to launch within the next 1 year, 1 or 2 years, exactly. 1 or 2 years is equivalent to what, folks? 24, 25, 24, 25, 24, 25. But don't forget, they could go live at any point in time if a crisis occurs, especially the finale, the biggest one of them all, right? Which we just seen 2 banks collapse on itself. If all the other banks did, guys, these CBDCs will go live like no tomorrow. The new system would have been here already, right? But all we're waiting for is that, for that moment to what? For us or for them to quote unquote flip that switch, right? Because they're not literally going to go to a switch and flip it, but metaphorically, or both actually, because when they do flip that switch, things will start moving, right? So it's at the end of the day a paradox. Our solution has been successfully tested across almost 5,000 transactions between 2 different blockchain networks and a traditional fiat currency, and we are delighted to have the support of our community in developing it further, right? Come on, folks. We know what's really happening right here. They're all heading into a this world is actually heading into a new financial system, right? Connecting digital islands, results of our latest experiments. Connecting digital islands, which tells you what? The future world will be centralized, guys, and decentralized at the same time because we have cryptocurrencies, right? But it's all going to be centralized. Global collaboration, responsible innovation, instant, frictionless, and interoperable. Interesting words, right? And then what the community is stating right there. I will have the link down below so you guys can investigate further. But, guys, this is so fascinating, right? Let's see what really happens right here. Technology's evolution in the global payments space can unlock a wide range or a range of exciting new possibilities in financial services, right? Basically to enable instant, frictionless, and interoperable cross-border transactions. Interesting, guys. It's all about the globe. Now, I was going to talk about Mr. Pool and in a very interesting connection about the world, the future world, guys. But today we're not because we're running out of time. So I'm going to make a more of a unique video tomorrow. Now, rapid riddle decoding time, guys. From Gary Gensler. Look at this right here, 3.14, and it goes on and on and on. Happy Pi Day, right? Wow, Gary Gensler coming into play again. A lot of people are pissed about Gary, guys. I mean, Gary's time isn't coming to say the least, right, guys? Gary's time isn't coming to say the least from Ray right here. Happy Pi Day. Basically, Pi is the 16th letter in the Greek alphabet. 16th, right? Which is ironic. I've been saying we in 2023 it equals to what? 7, right? It's the year of the Tower card, which is 7. 1 plus 6 is 7 as well, guys, right? This year's absolutely going to be ballistic or insanity. The big scandal. Look at this, guys. Mr. Pool is right. Once again, the big scandal, right? Behind Pro Crypto Signature Bank shut down by regulators. Again, by regulators. Look at that, guys. Checkmate. Or the last piece to be fallen, right? Isn't that something? Mr. Pool has always been right, guys. That's so crazy. Then, this is so fascinating, guys. Tomorrow, watch out, because the Ides of March begins, right? Or it's tomorrow. From that episode to tomorrow, it's Ides of March, which basically takes us to what, guys? 333 months, 22 days. I still believe that Trump will be arrested first, and then it will occur at a public event, right? So prepare, guys, right here. Prepare. Something is incoming, to say the least. Now, what do you see here? 315, another connection, right? From Mr. Pool, 315.21, maybe a 2-year delta, right? Pool, once again, tweet moon date. How can people not see? How people cannot see it is beyond me. Judge Torres, if she wants to remain off the blacklist, she must give her decision by March 15th. Isn't that something, huh, guys? Yet many sources are giving a March 15th, March 31st period of time. As always, watch the news, even if you don't like it. It's important, exactly, guys, right? Come on, guys. It's very important month to say the least, especially with the case and whatnot. Now, from Cryptopia, 315. For Mr. Pool, I'm pretty sure that was the explosion. May 15th, right? May 15th, the explosion video. And he deleted it. So, I'll just be careful of 315 as well, because May is, what? 3, right? And tomorrow's 15, so pay attention just in case. Now, the fountain for today's video comes from Bob, because the answer to the game is 13. Assume it means nothing. Are you still here? Player 1 again. 13 is what? Moon date. 33. Very important numbers, guys. 13 is definitely moon date. I have noticed as well, guys. But the only question is we don't know, or I at least do not know this specific date. So let's wait and see to see what takes place. Not financial voice, not financial voice, and not financial voice. Just prepare, prepare, prepare. Beware, beware, beware. What is this? So, guys, amazing in this. See ya.